Hey guys, Yuki from Storm here with another guide video. This is going to be talking about Mei on Lijiang Tower's control center. Mei has been pretty strong on this map for quite a while. She's gone through phases of people picking her and people not picking her, but she's definitely all round good on this map. Any team can use her, but you want to have some heroes to make it work. There are some essential heroes. The first one obviously is Lucio. Obviously you want to get yourself to the fight as soon as possible for the first engagement. You want to ideally have a Reinhardt, because once you do a wall, your Reinhardt can pin whoever's walled off here from the rest of their team, and that pretty much gets your team a free pick. And Xayah, because Xayah can shield your Reinhardt as he goes in, so he doesn't get slept, so he can live through a counter pin, so he doesn't get grenaded, or to purge and a grenade, or purge Discord, vice versa, that kind of thing. Support you want to have really depends on how many tanks you're going to end up running with the Mei. So if you end up running 3 tanks, you're going to want to run Ana just for that extra healing output. If you run 2 tanks and perhaps run a Tracer as that 6th slot, then your safety is Zenyatta, because same thing, you do the wall, they get discorded, they get pinned, they get very dead by the rest of your team. So I'm going to talk about the first approach pretty quickly. It's pretty straightforward. So first thing you want to do, speed boost out with your team out the gate. Just come up through here, through the center area, which is depending on what region you play in, it's called White Room, Control, Main, whatever you want to call it, kind of thing. And the first thing you're looking for here is an early wall. So teams still forget which teams, I guess, play Mei on this sometimes. So you can always abuse this kind of whenever you're playing teams on this map. So typically, if their team's going to be pretty forward and unsuspecting of the Mei, you just do a nice quick wall there, easy pin from your Reinhardt, pretty straightforward, and you get the pick. And hopefully with any luck, if your team executes correctly after getting that pick, you're going to win the point, and ideally pretty handily. So what to do once you got the point? So the best thing about Mei on this point is that there's only 2 real chokes that the team can enter from, and one of them is really far away, and this is the obvious one. And you can see how small this choke is. The wall already covers its size times 1.5. So this is where you're going to be doing the majority of your fighting, especially once you've won the point with a Mei comp. Or even just like with any comp really, but this is Mei specifically we're going to be talking about. So just your standard wall there, just be catching off people as they walk in. Where you want to stand, I know it really depends. If you want to just be spamming while doing it, you want to be standing around here, so it's an easy wall. Or if you want to be doing the sneaky wall, you can just do this, and as their Reinhardt peeks, if he decides to peek to what side you're on too late, you can just wall him in, and then same thing with another pin. If the other team has wise not to come through this way and just deciding, okay, it's a bad idea, they may try and walk up here. But generally you're going to have someone peeking their spawn anyway to be able to give you that information. So if your team decides to, in that case, they can actually rotate over here pretty easily. They have enough time. And the good thing about this spot is that you can still wall from either position. So you can wall them off here if they decide to come through this choke, and you can do the Rein pin. Or if they're maybe juking your team, you can kind of wall like that, and that still walls them out. So you can do it from the same position pretty easily. That's really nice. If you've lost the point, retaking as Mei is a little bit harder. It depends on what comp the other team has and I guess where they're holding. But let's just say it's kind of a dry fight. No team has ultis. You want to be going main to the point typically, because most teams are going to be on the point. You can't really abuse up here after the first fight, because teams don't really hold up here. So you're going to come through main, you're going to meet their team, and you're going to see if you can get a wall. Depending on what their positions, your wall is going to vary. So if you can catch their Ryan out here pretty forward, like with a wall like that, and then you can just go for that pin, get that pick on him, and you play with that player advantage. However, let's say that it's kind of hard to wall off their Ryan, or it's hard to hit the pin for whatever reason. You can just do a wall kind of like this to zone off the Ana from healing, and you can still initiate on the Reinhardt. And since he's not going to have that Ana healing him in line of sight, that's going to give you ample time to get that pick. Like the Isla's going to have to traverse all the way up here. It's going to take him a couple seconds, and by the time he can heal his Reinhardt, he'll probably be dead. There's not really, I guess, much else to comment on apart from what I've just said. I hope this video has been educational for you guys. If there's anything you believe I've missed that I should have touched on, let me know in the comments. And as always, give me any feedback below. Thanks for watching, guys.